If you've watched part 1, you already understand why earning more money doesn't automatically make you wealthy. Now, it's time to talk about what actually does. Because once behavior is fixed, systems are what separate people who stay stuck from people who build real financial freedom. Let's start with a simple truth. Most people don't have a money problem. They have a decision problem. They wait until the end of the month to see what's left. Then they hope something remains. That's not a plan. That's gambling. Wealth is not built by hoping. It's built by deciding in advance. This brings us to the first habit wealthy people master. They pay themselves first. Before rent, before entertainment, before lifestyle. A percentage of income is immediately removed and redirected toward savings, investments, emergency funds. Not later, not if there's extra. Immediately, this one habit alone changes the entire financial trajectory of a person's life, because money that never reaches your spending account can't be wasted. The second habit is automation. Wealthy people don't rely on discipline. They rely on systems. Savings are automated. Investments are automated. Bills are automated. Why? Because discipline is unreliable. Systems are not. When money moves automatically, emotions are removed from the equation, and emotions are what sabotage most financial decisions. This leads to the next powerful principle: reduce decision fatigue. The average person makes hundreds of financial decisions every week. What to buy, what to upgrade, what to delay, what to justify. Wealthy people reduce these decisions as much as possible. They create rules. For example, I invest 20% of every paycheck. I never finance depreciating assets. I wait 48 hours before buying anything non-essential. Rules remove temptation. Rules create consistency. Consistency builds wealth. Now let's talk about something most people completely ignore: cash flow awareness. Many people know how much they earn. Very few know where it actually goes. If you don't track your money will disappear. Wealthy people are obsessed with visibility. They know how much comes in, how much goes out, where it goes, why it goes there. This doesn't mean obsessive budgeting. It means intentional awareness, because awareness creates control, and control creates freedom. Now let's discuss investing, but realistically, most people overcomplicate investing, or worse, avoid it entirely. They think they need perfect timing, expert knowledge, large amounts of money. They don't. What they need is time and consistency. The most powerful force in finance is compound growth. Small amounts, invested consistently over long periods. Wealth is rarely built through one big move. It's built through thousands of boring ones. This is why starting early matters more than starting big. A small investment today is worth more than a large investment tomorrow. Now let's address risk, because this is where fear stops most people. Wealthy people don't avoid risk. They manage it. They build emergency funds. They diversify income. They avoid unnecessary debt. This creates margin. Margin is safety. Margin is peace. Margin allows you to take opportunities when they appear. Without margin, every setback feels like a crisis. Now, here's an uncomfortable truth. Your environment shapes your financial behavior. If everyone around you spends impulsively, you will too. If everyone around you lives paycheck to paycheck, that will feel normal. Wealthy people curate their environment. They follow people who think long-term. They learn from those ahead of them. They limit exposure to constant consumption messaging. Your inputs shape your outputs. Change the inputs. Change the results. Another critical habit is delayed gratification. This is where most people fail. They want the reward now, the upgrade now, the lifestyle now. But wealth requires patience. Choosing progress over pleasure, growth over comfort, freedom over appearance. Short-term sacrifice creates long-term options. and options are the real definition of wealth. Now, let's bring this all together. Wealth isn't about being lucky. It's about being intentional. Intentional with spending, intentional with saving, intentional with investing, intentional with decisions. No one accidentally becomes wealthy. They build it slowly, quietly, consistently, and here's the most important thing to remember. Financial literacy is a skill, and skills can be learned. If you understand how money works, you stop fearing it. You stop chasing it. You start controlling it. And once you control your money, you control your time. That's the real goal. If this video helped you see money differently, you're already ahead of most people. In part 3, we'll break down how to create multiple income streams and why relying on one source of income is one of the biggest financial risks today.